Hi my loves, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be sharing with you guys how to sew this beautiful short knicker and a boxy crop top you can see on the table. In my recent tutorial, I shared with you guys how to simply cut it out. So if you haven't seen that particular tutorial, I'm going to leave the link to the video in the description box so you go check it out. So if you are interested in this, keep on watching and let's get started. Now guys, these are all my beautiful pieces on top the table. Right here I have the upper part, the pieces I use for the crop top, and I also have the down part, which is the pieces I use for the short knicker. So guys, we are going to start with the short knicker, and as you all know, when I was drafting it, I went ahead to cut out the pocket bag and the pocket filler. Now we are going to start with the making of the knicker. Okay, like I said, now I'm going to put away the back part of the knicker, and we are going to start with the front part of the knicker. So what you want to do is go on and sew the crotch of the front parts, and remember to keep your fabric right side facing each other. And after that, go ahead and do the same thing for the back. Now I've gone ahead to do this, which is joining the crotch together. Now I have my back and the front, okay, of the knicker. So what I'm going to do next is bring in just the front so that we fix in our pockets. Now to fix in your pockets, here is my pocket bag and the filler, and you know it comes in pairs, okay. Now we have one pocket for one side for the left and one pocket for the right. Now if you notice, I have a chalk on the fabric. Now the chalk indicates the wrong side of the fabric. Now if you want to sew this your pocket bag and the filler, you're going to ensure that you place it the wrong side facing each other. Okay, so you can see the way I placed it, and I'm going to go join it using 1/2 inch all around it except the side of the pocket opening. I don't know if you understand. So after doing one of it, you go ahead and repeat the same thing to the other side. Now after sewing it, what happens is that you are going to turn it over to the wrong side. Okay, what I mean is that the wrong side has to be the one showing on top, and the good part should be inside. I don't know if you can see. If you notice on this fabric, you notice that I have my chalk indicated on the wrong part of the fabric, and that is what you can see facing upward after I turned this inward. Okay, so guys, if you don't want it to have rough edges, you're going to have to weave the edges before you turn it over, okay, which I did, but that was off camera. Now guys, we are going to bring in this pocket, and we are joining it to the pocket opening of our main shorts. Okay, so this is where you're going to do that. So placing your pocket into the pocket opening of your short knicker, and then use 1/2 inch to stitch them together just like I'm showing you. And remember that the right sides should face each other. Okay, you can see that I placed my pockets inwardly, okay, facing the right side of the short knicker. So you can see what I have right there. Now after sewing this, you're going to have to top stitch the allowance and turn it over inward just like this. And you guys, this is what I had. So I am done stitching this, and I've gone ahead to top stitch as well, as you can see. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and push this inwards. Okay, so it's going to be on the inside of my shorts just like this, and I'm going to make sure that I arrange it properly well. Okay, now after arranging one side of it, I'm going to repeat the same thing to the other side, and after arranging it, I'll ensure that I use my pins to hold it down. Okay, and then move over to my sewing machine to hold it down with a stitch. Just hold it down with a stitch. We are not yet going to sew this. Okay, so I'll go over to my sewing machine right now after pinning it up, and then use about 1/4 inch to hold it down. So you can see I'm trying to pin it up, okay, so that the pocket won't shift when I'm trying to sew this. So you can see what I'm showing you. I'm going to go hold it down with just 1/4 inch, okay. And after that, this is what the back should look like. Can you see? So I'll go do that, and come over here for us to continue. Now guys, I am done stitching down the pocket, and this is what the inside looks like. Now the next thing I'm going to do is bring in the back of my shorts. Now this is the back of my shorts, and this is what the inside looks like. I'm going to go ahead and place the front part of my shorts on top of this back, okay, and please ensure that the right sides are facing each other. So I'm trying to use my pins to hold it down in place, okay. So I made sure that the middle of my front aligns with the middle of the back, and I also made sure that the crotch aligns with each other. So that is what you can see me doing. So next thing I want to do is go ahead and stitch the down part of my knicker using 1/2 inch, just like I'm showing you. And after that, I will also stitch the side using 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'm doing that for the both sides, as you can see me showing you right now. And once I was done, this is what I have, you guys. So you can see what I have. And you guys, I forgot to tell you that when I was about to stitch this, I made sure that I went down by 3 inches before my first stitch. Okay, this is because I need to add my bands. Okay, so to enable me add my bands, I went ahead to go down by 3 inches before stitching the side, so that after sewing my band, I will now go ahead and stitch it up. Now guys, for us to fix in our band, you are going to have to measure the waist of your knicker. So I'm measuring these separately from each other, so you have to measure the back and the front separately. So I've done that, and whatever it is that you have, go ahead and cut out the band for it. So here is my own band. If I open up the band, I have 5 inches, but if I fold it, I'm going to have 2 inches plus 1/2 inch on both sides that are folded in. I don't know if you understand me. Now the length is the length that I measured when I measure the waist of my short knicker. Okay, so guys, you can see that one band is longer than one of the bands. So normally our trouser or short knicker, the back is usually bigger than the front. Okay, so guys, I'm also going to fix in elastic into the back of my knicker so that it will hold the waist firmly after putting in the zip. Okay, so guys, here I'm going to fix in my band. So this is my band. What I will do is open up the 1/2 inch, one part of the 1/2 inch that I folded in, and stitch, and after that I will top stitch, and then I'm going to fix in the elastic waistband into the back. So guys, here is our knicker. This is what it looks like. So after that, I went ahead to close up the 3 inches that I left previously. So now you can see I'm trying to open up the place I'm going to put my zipper. So I'm going to put my zipper by the side, okay, usually the left side of the knicker, so that you can open it up with your right hand. So guys, you can see I'm trying to open this up, and also let me turn the back so that you guys can see the elastic. So this is what the elastic looks like. Okay, now we are done with that knicker, and we are moving over to the crop top. So guys, here are the pieces I'm going to use for the crop top. This is the back, and here is the front. You can also see that I have my facing already cut out. So first of all, I'm going to start by joining my facing into the neck. Okay, so I'm going to turn using 1/2 inch and equally do the same thing to the back. So here are the two pieces for my back. I'm going to go stitch the neckline, and please do not forget to place these right side facing each other, and afterwards make sure that you top stitch the neck. Okay, so guys, you can see I have my front and the back, and you can see that this facing extended to the armhole. Okay, so it's another type of facing that you need to know. So guys, next thing I want to do now is go ahead and place the back and the front together, so that I will mark out the zipper allowance for the back. Okay, so I'm trying to fold in the fronts, and this is how I'm going to place it. And you guys, after placing it, I will use my chalk to indicate the zipper allowance, and afterwards I will go stitches using a loose stitch. Okay, So guys, you can see I'm trying to mark this out, and once I am done, I'll move over to my sewing machine to stitch the zipper allowance. Okay, so just stitch it up and then iron it. So guys, I am done, and you can see this is the front, and I have my back as well. So let me open up the back. You can see what I have for the back. I've also gone ahead to iron down this seam allowance like I said. I've also gone ahead to weave the rough edges. So what I'm going to do next is join the shoulders together. So I'm going to make sure that the facing for the front and that of the back aligns, and the back part of my top and the front part aligns as well, and I will join the shoulders. So you guys, this is it, and as you can see, this is what we have. So guys, now I'm going to go ahead and measure the round armhole. Remember that the round armhole is 9 inches plus extra inches for ease plus your sewing allowance. So I'm going to measure to ensure that I have what I needed, and I'm going to put it aside and bring in the fabric I'm going to use for the sleeve. Now the sleeve is a basic sleeve. It is actually very simple. I have a detailed tutorial on how to draft out your basic sleeve, and this sleeve is going to end on the biceps. Okay, so now I've folded my fabric into 4. First of all, I'm going to mark out the baseline, which is the starting point of the sleeve. And after that, I'm going to put my tape on that line and measure the length of the sleeve. But before I start, let me quickly make the starting point visible enough, and then place my tape and mark down to 8 inches. The 8 inches is going to be the length of the sleeve. And then I'm going to add 1 inch for hemming allowance. Now after this, I'll go ahead and divide my biceps into 2. Okay, so whatever it is that you have, add some inches for ease allowance plus your sewing allowance, because this is a free top and the sleeve also needs to be free. Now after that, cut out your armhole just as you can see me doing like this, and once you are done with that, go ahead and cut out the side. Okay, so after cutting out the side seam, also cut out the length of your sleeve. Can you see what I'm doing? And you guys, yeah, that is it for your sleeve. This is a basic sleeve. It's actually very simple to cut out. Now I'm going to go ahead and measure my sleeve to ensure that I have the armhole that I needed, and then I will bring in the top so that I will fix in the sleeve. Okay, now to fix in the sleeve, just ensure that you notch the center of your sleeve as you can see me doing like this. Okay, notch the center of your sleeve and follow the center of your shoulder, and then fixing your sleeve into the top just like this. So guys, once you are done fixing in the sleeve, please forge ahead to your weaving machine to weave the rough edges. You're going to have to weave the down part of your sleeve, the seam allowance on the armhole and the sides as well, and then join the side of your sleeve to the side of your top. Okay, now also fold in the hemming allowance of your sleeve, and you guys, this is our top. I've also gone ahead to fix in the zip. It is actually very simple. So guys, here is the end of the tutorial. This is our short knicker as well. I hope you found value in this tutorial. If you do, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please endeavor to subscribe, share this video so that more people can get to see it, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.